All right, I think we are live. Hey, 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 my friends. Hey, 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 my friends. Welcome to another episode of Lively Conversations with me, Paulette Rees-Denis. I am your movement motivator, your magic maker, your passion instigator, among a few many other things. So glad to be here with you today, and I love it. I've kind of gone back and forth through days and times and trying to find good times for me and for you. And I know a lot of you watch this after the fact, after the live fact. And if you're here live, I do love to know that you're here. I'd love to know where you're from and what's going on, and any comments and questions you have as I continue on. So I'm always scrolling to try to find out if there's comments or questions, but I really want to stay focused with you too. And so I am your lifestyle and business coach for creatives. I run a global dance company called Global Caravan Dance Company, which is tribal belly dance at its finest. And I have dancers all over the world, which is really, truly amazing. I have coached clients and women and some men all over the world to step into their creative zone of genius. That's what I do. It's what I love. It's what I'm passionate about. And that to me is magic making. And so that's what I want to talk about today, is a little bit about what is living with everyday magic. So let's see. Oh, we got some people coming in. Let me know where you're from, my friends. Let me know you're here. I love to know you're here. Sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to the computer. And sometimes we get all kinds of great conversation going on. Today I have a poem for you. I want to pull a great card for all of us from my beautiful favorite deck, the Sacred Rebels, because I feel like that's what we are as creatives. We are rebels, we're creatives, we're artists, but to be held in that sacred zone of genius. You know what I'm talking about? So look at my glasses, are a little wonky. I see these huge cat eyes, which are so great, that my friend just gave me. Because part of the journey with me is learning how you can fly your freak flag. Because we are all individuals. And there's so many ways and methods and tools, and I give you a lot of those as your coach, because I do have tried and true methods that I have in fact implemented through myself over the last 40 plus years. But we're all unique and we're all different. We all have a story to tell. We all have a gift to share. And that's what I love so much. I love hearing people's stories. I love helping people shine their light, to live illuminated, to be lit up, to give our gift to the world, to live in passion, to live with purpose, to live with intention. We've been talking a lot about intention the last couple weeks, especially as we're in this last phase of this year. Like, how do we want to end this year? What's your intention for the rest of the year? So, all right. And so, today I want to talk about living with everyday magic. And what does that mean? I have dogs barking outside. I have contractors out the other window. So I hope that's not distracting for any of you. Living with everyday magic. So what I call my coaching practice is movement, momentum, and magic. And we've talked about movement a couple weeks ago. We talked about momentum last week. And today I want to talk about that magic thing. Because some people are fearful of that word. And some people are excited about that word. But when I talk about living with everyday magic, is creating with intention every day to be the best day of your life. Okay. I am a super optimist. I am a possibilitarian. And that's some of the gifts that I impart upon you. So, to live with gratitude every day, to live with awe every day, but also to create every day as you want it to be. And that is setting intentions, creating intentions, and that is magic. No matter how you do that, if you sit with your journal every morning, if you meditate every morning, if you move your body every day, if you write down what it is you want to create, that is making magic. That is setting intentions. That is raising energy to what you want it to be. Are you with me? Do you get that? Do you get that flow? That creative juice? Because that's really important. It's so good. It lights me up. Because I want to shine my light, but I want you to shine your light. Because the world needs you. The world wants you. I want you. But most importantly, you want you to be fabulous. To do the things that turn you on. To do the things that turn you on that can also bring you abundance in any form of that, whether that be money or love or prosperity, in any shape of those words. All right. And no one's commenting, which is a little unusual for me. Hello, people, are you here? Say hello and share some ideas with me. Because I love when we have these conversations. So what can you do right now? What can you do today to shine a little bit more light on what you do or what you want to do? How to throw some sparkle, some glitter on yourself. Instead of standing in the background, instead of settling for less, what can you do today, or maybe this week, to shine your light a little brighter? Maybe it's helping your neighbor next door. Maybe it's writing a poem. Maybe it's doing some volunteer work. Maybe it's stepping into the idea of your business a little bit more that you want to create. Maybe it's sewing that costume. I mean, what is it? What could it be for you that would light you up and share your gifts with the world? And that feels so good. That raises energy. Your energy, which then when you are in your zone, when you raise your energy, when you feel in alignment with your heart and with your soul, but also with the universe, when you are in alignment, you gather that momentum, you create the moves, movement, momentum, and magic, and look what happens. Look at what comes through. And that creates more energy, creates more momentum, creates more abundance, creates more happiness and more joy. Because why do we not want to live with that? Why do we not want to live with happiness and joy and fulfillment and abundance? And ideally, to be of service. So how do you raise your energy? How do you create that magic? It could be moving your body. It could be dancing, stretching, yoga, breathing, writing, whatever it is that creates that kind of energy that lights you up. But setting intentions is also really important, which we talked about the last couple weeks. Because you have to take it out of your brain. Thoughts become words, become things. To manifest what it is you are wanting, you need to give it a name. You need to define it. You need to clarify it. Yeah, right? Okay, so I want you to do that. Spend some time with your journal, clarifying what it is you are desiring. What's the magic you want to make? Could be making supper for a friend. That's magic. Creating community, creating abundance, creating nourishment. Could be writing a poem. It could be letting your heart and soul flow. Could be choreographing, making a choreography for your dance, or dancing with your sister, or reading a book. As long as that is bringing you joy, fulfillment, and raising your energy with intention. And that intention has an outcome, it has a purpose. That's so juicy. I teach you all about that in my book. You guys, some of you know about my book, From Soulless Job to Creative Abundance. Came out last year. Still working heavily with this book. And you know, I also had a poetry book come out before that, Breaking Down the Walls. Working on my next poetry book. I also had a dance book come out. I have 4 books out. Published author, woohoo! That's pretty awesome, pretty amazing. So what I want to do today is I want to read you a poem, and then I want to pull a card. Okay? So I'm going to read you something, and the reason being that I believe so profoundly in words and getting them out of your body, getting them out of your brain, making them make sense, releasing them. Sometimes it's old baggage, sometimes it's new, fresh ideas, sometimes it's rambling on, sometimes it's nonsensical, sometimes it's profound. Words are power. Your words are powerful. And that's also why I'm finally starting up my next course, From the Body to the Page, next week. From the body to the page. Whether you're an accomplished author or someone who wants to write or someone who just wants a journaling practice, someone who thinks they have words stuck inside them or ideas stuck inside. And so this is a weekly gathering of writing, of journaling together online on Zoom, because I know so many of you are all around the world. It starts Tuesday, October, I want to say it's the 5th, whatever next Tuesday is, at 3:00 p.m., which is my time, California time, Pacific Standard Time, for an hour, and we meet weekly. And if you sign up, let me know before Friday, you get in as a founding member. So this is like my founding member launch. Founding member pays $17 a month. For those of you who aren't founding members, it will be only $27 a month for 4 weeks every month to come in and write with me for an hour. I give you prompts, I give you ideas to bounce off of, to expand, to dive into your creativity, to your heart, to your soul, to your brain, to your body, from the body to the page. All right, so that being said, I want to share this poem. I call my poems my life shorts. Okay, are you ready for this? Here we go. And this is about being connected to the land. My intimacy with the land has always been a strong pull. This last time, it was the desert calling me, beckoning me with the vastness of the open, dry land, from the power deep within, both me and the land, as if the spirits were waving and then reaching into my heart. I felt that ancient ululation vibrating within my bones. I hear loud and clear that my time was now to go and adventure forth, to shift and pray. Healing powers skimming the surface, inevitable change with reverence and longing for that connection. Always the connection with the land, and because of that tie, then with each other. Those that know the wisdom that can share, those that see the light, that shine their light. Illumination, all of me and me to them. The stones don't lie. The hips shake and shimmy with welcoming bones. The path weaves over age-weary trails. But following the heart's path, the wild of me intersecting with so many wondrous being, from minutes to years of amens. The generation, the legacy each of us weave. The breathing land continues to call forth those like-minded souls from yesteryear to tomorrow. The path sometimes grown over, but I make my way. Perhaps scratched and bruised, bleeding with the continuously flowing love and curiosity of what can be. Of what can be. And that's what I'm always talking about, my friends, is to be a possibilitarian of what can be, of what you can be, of what you are, and how to expand into more of your light. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me today. So glad to be here again. I've been on and off with you on doing these lives for the last 4 years, between my personal lives and my heart and hustle. This way, visionary healers, movers, and shakers, where I interview illuminarians and healers and shakers and entrepreneurs and people who are making change in the world, as I am here making change in the world, as I am here to help you make change in the world and make this world a better place to live, a place where you are fulfilled, doing your passion, living your life, connecting and creating community. So juicy, so important. All right, I'm going to pull a card for us as a send off. All right. Woo! All right, so like I said, this is my Sacred Rebels deck. Alana Fairchild, I love this deck. Sacred Rebels. Because I feel like I've been a sacred rebel all my life. What about you? Okay. So today, woo! It just happens to be my personality card, 18. Spirals of manifestation. Spirals of manifestation. So what does that card bring out for you when you look at it? I just love the thought of spirals. It's very feminine. All right, let me give it to ya. All right, this is just a quick recap of what Alana writes. The creative, rebellious path of love moves in spirals. It is not linear. Sometimes our mind decides that the way forward is to take clear steps from one point to the next logical point. However, there is a genius within that can guide us on an alternative route. And that's what I'm talking about. Flying your freak flag, right? We're all amazing creative individuals. If there is an unnecessary pothole or delay, I'm going to paraphrase, then why not allow yourself to be guided to that path? You are in the midst of a spiral of manifestation, bringing what you want into creation. Manifestation. Something is coming into being, even if you think it is further away than ever before. How amazing it will seem when what you have been dreaming of falls into place. Suddenly, what you've been thinking of creating will plonk, plonk into your reality, seemingly out of nowhere, because it was just around the bend, just out of view. In truth, it was coming to you all along. So, belief in your dreams and your desires. Make them happen. Take action. Believe in yourself. Make that everyday magic. And you are awesome. You are amazing. Let me know what you think of what I just had to say. Let me know how I can help guide you. Thank you for sharing some time with me today. You're awesome. I am Paulette Rees-Denis, www.paulettereesdenis.com. Please join my list. And if you are interested in joining my journaling weekly program, it starts next Tuesday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'll put all the links down below. It's all over my Facebook page, Instagram, and my up-and-coming new website. All right, my friends. Mwah. Many blessings.